The Buddha's warning for the modern mind. Most people miss this. A student once asked the Buddha, "Why is my mind never at rest?" The Buddha looked at him and said, "Because you are always somewhere else." Today, thousands of years later, we live faster lives, have more comfort, more knowledge, and yet the same restless mind. If the Buddha were alive today, he would not criticize our phones, our cities, or our technology. He would ask one simple question: where is your attention? This video is not about becoming a monk. It is not about religion, and it is not about escaping the modern world. It is about understanding suffering, the way the Buddha taught it. Because the Buddha never promised happiness. He promised freedom from unnecessary suffering. And most of our suffering today comes from one thing: an untrained mind. The Buddha often described the mind as a monkey, jumping from branch to branch, never staying still, always grabbing something new. Today, that monkey has a smartphone, scrolling, comparing, reacting. The problem is not thinking. The problem is unawareness. When the mind runs without awareness, it creates desire, fear, comparison, dissatisfaction, and this leads to dukkha, suffering. Not dramatic suffering, subtle suffering, a constant feeling that something is missing. The Buddha taught that desire is endless. You get what you want, and soon want something else. A new phone, more money, more recognition, more entertainment. But notice this: has wanting more ever given lasting peace, or only a brief relief? The Buddha said, "Desire is like drinking salt water. The more you drink, the thirstier you become." Modern life feeds desire constantly, and when desire is constantly fed, the mind never rests. The Buddha did not say, "Do not enjoy life." He said, "Do not cling." Clinging means needing things to stay the same, needing pleasure to continue, needing people to behave a certain way, but everything changes. Your mood, your body, your relationships, your success. When we cling to what is temporary, suffering is guaranteed. Peace does not come from controlling life. It comes from understanding impermanence. In the Buddha's time, silence was natural. Today, silence feels uncomfortable. Why? Because silence reveals the mind. And most people have never sat with their mind. When there is no distraction, thoughts appear. Regret, fear, unfinished emotions. So, we escape. But the Buddha taught, you cannot calm the water by stirring it. Running from the mind only makes it louder. Sitting with it, gently, allows it to settle. The Buddha's path was simple, not easy. Here are 3 practices adapted for modern life. 1. Awareness of breath, not to control it, just to observe. When you breathe consciously, you return to the present moment. And the present moment is where suffering ends. 2. Right consumption. The Buddha taught moderation. Ask before consuming. Does this bring clarity or agitation? Does this strengthen awareness or dull it? Not everything that feels good is good for the mind. 3. Compassion for yourself. The Buddha never taught harshness. If the mind wanders, notice. If you fail, notice. If you suffer, notice. Awareness without judgment is wisdom. Freedom is not removing all problems. Freedom is not constant happiness. Freedom is this: no longer being controlled by every thought, emotion, and desire. The Buddha said, "You are not your thoughts. You are the one who observes them." When this is understood, even a little, life changes. The Buddha did not ask people to believe him. He asked them to observe. So observe your mind. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. Because peace is not found in the future. It is found in awareness.